Hi, I'm Andrew Storteboom with Cornerstone Mortgage Company, and Dave Savage asked me to just speak briefly about Edge and what it's meant to my business. I think the best way I can explain it is to tell you how much I use it. It's something that I use more than our LOS, more than really any other program other than my email. I'm constantly using it. Every single client I work with is in that program, and I'm looking at seeing how often they're using it or looking at it, and basically present all of their options to them within that program. I really don't even know how I would function my business without Mortgage Coach and Edge. I've been using Mortgage Coach for years, and Edge as soon as it came out. I've been using it since then, and it's just a wonderful program. Edge feeds to both those who want details about how much the loan is going to be over a certain number of years, how much it's going to get paid down, how much the closing costs are, what the closing costs are themselves. And it also feeds to the clients who just really want to know, what's my payment, how much is it going to save me versus a different option, and you can see that right in a graph. So it feeds to both types of people, and that allows me to really save some time and meet the needs of both of my clientele. There's a live feature that I can change something on the screen when they're viewing it on a computer, and that could be in Kansas or Idaho or right in Fort Collins where I am. And so they don't have to be in my office to be looking at the information, although I use it in my office quite frequently. And I can change something and it changes right on their computer screen. People are seriously dumbfounded by that. It's amazing. I love it. Every time they react to it, I just get a big smile on my face. So there's another great feature of it, that it notifies you when they've viewed it. If we're not doing it live and I just email it to them, they view it. As soon as they close it, it emails me and tells me that they've viewed it. That gives me a great opportunity that I can make a call to them right then and say, hey, what'd you think of the information? Or um, let me give you an example of how else I use it. I had a client back last August that came to me at the very tail end, and he ended up using the lender that he was currently with. Wasn't really happy with him, but ultimately, I told him it was the best just to stick with the lender he has. 4 or 5 months later, suddenly I see that he viewed it. I get an email that he viewed it, and I'm like, well, why would he do that? So I give him a call, and he says, well, you know what? I'm looking at refinancing, and so I ended up getting that refinance transaction, even though I didn't get the client the first time. Another example of how I use it on a purchase, actually, I had a client that was buying a home in Estes Park, and they got a little burnt out. They made several offers and didn't get any of them. So they just said, we're going to put this on hold. We're not going to buy. And suddenly, 6 months later, they viewed it again. And I just called them, out of the blue and said, hey, I just wanted to follow up with you. Is there anything that we can do for you? And they're like, you know what? Yes, we just went under contract on a house. It's so funny that you called right now. And so obviously I was able to set up the financing for them. I just want to say a big thanks to the Mortgage Coach team. You guys do a great job. Love your program. Thanks so much. I really appreciate it.